Hey guys! So, Michelle's holding the camera this time. And we're making dinner. So, I'm attempting for the first time shredded beef tacos dipped in enchilada sauce. She saw a TikTok and she wanted me to do it for her, so we are attempting it. It's going okay, I guess. I do want to say though, we're using carb counter tortillas. They're not corn, so it's not authentic, but so we can eat this later. We gotta watch our carbs, you know? But I also made this yummy stuff. It's corn salsa, so it's got corn and rotel with green chilies, jalapenos, onion. So the idea is to put this with some lime on the taco and hope that it's good. Michelle ate one already. What do you think?
It was very, very good. That's the second one. I ate the first one because she was like, I don't know if I did this right. And I'm like, my mouth will be the judge of that. She took a bite. I think she liked it, but it elevated so much when I took a bite of that and a bite of that. Oh my god, the flavor explosions in my mouth were almost orgasmic.
Yeah, so in the meantime, I'm just making a huge mess. But
that I told her I would clean up because I requested this.
The thing that they don't tell you on TikTok is how much of a mess it makes when you cook it. And I know I'm not using tortilla cheese and all the things. I get it. This is white girl version, I guess.
Yeah, somebody needs to make me the authentic kind. She's trying, though.
I'm trying.
And it's good. I can confirm. It is good.
And yes, we are cooking dinner at 9:40 at night because we are night owls now, apparently.
Yeah.
I ended up having to take a nap.
Yeah, she took a nap while I was out being productive.
Yeah.
She can't hang, y'all.
No, I'm trying, though. This night shift thing. So, that's what we got. Hopefully this time next year we can try again with all fresh veggies from the garden.
Yeah, I told her that before she knows it, she's just going to be able to go out into the yard and just forage in my wilderness of vegetables and pick whatever she desires. Whatever that little heart of her just wants to come in and play with. And she's going to be able to make things that look that good straight from my garden.
Wait until we have big lettuce heads and I make lettuce wraps.
I planted lettuce.
I know. You don't like lettuce.
I do like lettuce.
You just don't like salads?
I don't like salads. I think it's something about, it's just boring and dressings are like, I don't know, I gotta knock on the fridge every time just to make sure there's not a salad dressing in there. It just, I don't know.
You better knock loud because we have multiple dressings.
I know.
Yeah, we could have done this in a lettuce wrap, or I don't know.
Would you have fried a lettuce wrap?
No, but it still would have been crunchy. So instead, it probably would have just been the hot meat with hot enchilada sauce in the lettuce wrap with cheese and the other toppings.
Are you gonna take all my bread away from me and we're just gonna eat lettuce all the time?
Depends on how well your lettuce does.
It's a little questionable out there. My lettuce last year failed. The lettuce this year is now in the ground. But, I don't know. I've never done lettuce before. So we're gonna see. But I have another plan if I can get some of my shit done to be able to grow lettuce year round. Because Jen eats too damn many salads and you know that shit adds up. But listen, every year I learn from my growing, like you're supposed to, and every year, the next year, the garden is better than the year before. Can you agree with that?
Yes.
So, I'm doing a lot this year.
And it gets bigger every year.
Okay, this year was accidental a smidge, but next year it's going to be massive. I hope you know that.
Yeah, it gets bigger every year. So as long as it keeps getting better, then bigger is okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm experimenting with growing new stuff that I've never grown before. Like last year I did sweet potatoes for the first time. This year
They were cute little guys too. They were like,
yeah.
some of them were a little bigger, but they were like this big around, and we had a bunch of little baby guys.
I think I harvested them too early. But this year I'm doing regular potatoes. And I've never done that. Next year I'm gonna get a new little bed set up in my cinder blocks, and that's gonna be just for asparagus, because that'll come back every year. Next year I want to try corn.
Doesn't that take a lot of room?
Pumpkin, this whole house is gonna be a garden. I'm probably going to turn... I've already looked into it to see if I can turn the entire front yard into a garden.
Our neighbors probably not like that.
I don't care about our neighbors.
So what did you do today while I was sleeping, Pumpkin? You played with a new friend, it sounds like.
Yeah, so... I was outside and the mound, I was doing some work on it, and I had already been all over it for like a long time. And I'm almost done doing what I'm doing, and I'm down essentially on all fours. You know, I'm down on my knees. This hand is bracing me. This hand is busy plucking stuff. And the next thing I know, from I think between my legs and right next to this hand, baby fucking Copperhead. Maggie's outside. Darla's outside. Jen's sleeping because she's a dainty little princess and needed a nap. I have no shovel. I have no nothing. And I'm like, okay, this is no bueno. And so I get up, I move to the shed, and I'm like, please, for the love of God, let there be a shovel in here, because the shovel I was using is still up front at that garden. There is a shovel. Cool. I grab it. As I'm coming out, Maggie is running straight to the snake. And I'm like, no! So I yelled at her. I'm like, Maggie, no! And so she backs off. I'm like, thank God. And so I try and chop the snake in half, but it's like movable soil. It's loose soil. And I'm like, shit, this isn't going to work. And if I do get the head out, disconnected, then I'm going to have to find the head in the soil. And I'm like, all right. So I tried to scoop him out, and I was successful. So then I had to put him on our brick pavers. And as I get him laid down and I'm ready to, like, chop him, here comes Maggie. And she's trying to, like, go and see what I just put down there. And I'm like, Maggie, no!
She was just trying to help.
Needless to say, we both got bit.
That's not true.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think we would be sitting here making freaking tacos right now. Though.
Thank God. She listened. She backed away. I chopped its head off. I hate killing things, but I can't have those in the yard. Picked them up, put them in the trash can. Jen knows next time she takes trash out, make sure she sticks her hand in there and swirls it around a little bit.
It's still alive.
Yeah. But I don't like this. That's two for two. Like, I'm gonna get bit by a fucking snake. I got a lot of the overgrowth that's coming from the neighbor's yard hacked down, but I've still got some more to go along that damn fence line, and then I am 1000% going to go into that yard and clear this shit again. I hate that I'm going to have to walk all the way around, but...
Yeah, see, that's the problem. It's not even our stuff.
No.
It's coming from the neighbors. And when we had the old fence, she was able to go over the fence to get back in that corner.
Yeah, it was like, what, a 4-foot chain link fence or something? And several times... I've been here for 16 years. Several times I've just hopped the fence and taken care of it and cut back as far as I could because nobody maintains it.
It's a rental property. So.
Yeah. It's a rental... And it butts up to another rental, I believe. But now with this new fence, that makes it much more challenging. I did take the weed eater out there. I was going to show you guys all this tomorrow. But I did take the weed eater out there and hack down what I could. So, like, where the fence line is, like, it's pretty much a straight little thing now.
I don't know what I'm doing, guys.
So it's a little better, but it's not perfect. But we got to get this taken care of. I'm going to have to contact the neighbors again and tell them, give me your landlord's information, because we have to address this. Because the overgrowth is just too much. If I slack off at all, like, it just takes over the whole yard. And now, we've got snakes. I can't have snakes with these dogs and the cat that sometimes escapes. She escapes.
Yeah. She likes to think she's like a Black Panther out in the wild sometimes.
Yeah. And I don't want them getting my chickens.
Yes. Hopefully the ones that we've gotten are too small to get the chickens. But
I just don't want to risk it.
yeah.
Also, we might be getting a rooster.
I'm sorry, what? Why do they know these things before I do?
Well, sometimes it's fun.
We can't have a rooster in City Limits.
Actually, so there was a post on Nextdoor, and this lady was trying to get rid of a silky rooster because they hatched some eggs, and 2 of them turned out to be males, and they already have a rooster. And somebody questioned her and was like, excuse me, she was trying to pull a Karen.
I was about to say, so we're going to have Karen.
Hang on. She was like, I thought that you weren't allowed to have chickens in the city limits. And then the lady presented her with the facts that you can have X amount per acre, like whatever, and the whole thing. And so then I, a non-Karen, was like, hey, I thought we weren't allowed to have roosters. Like, how you got them roosters? And so I'm waiting for a message back to see if she's still, because she responded and I responded again, to see if she still has the rooster.
So what was her answer to how she had roosters?
So you know how you got to get a permit for chickens?
Right.
She said first she couldn't find anything online that explicitly says that you can't have roosters, even though I'm pretty sure I have. But when she went down to get her permit, she was talking to Animal Care and Control, and they basically green-lighted her for roosters. And she's in city limits. So, I kind of want her...
Do we have to?
Have to? No.
Why do we need a rooster? I thought we were doing eggs.
We are, but I can make babies.
For what purpose?
For future chickens, for selling eggs if I choose to, for science and incubation.
We're already sciencing.
Yes, but like, there's more science than what is in this household, and like, it's a learning opportunity because I've never done it. Have you?
No.
Like, how cool would it be to go out in the backyard, pick up some eggs, learn how to candle the eggs, throw them in the incubator for 21 to 28 days, and then you hear chirp, 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 chirp.
As we literally piss off the entire neighborhood and get noise complaints. We already have dogs for that.
We haven't gotten any noise complaints.
Not yet.
And the chickens wouldn't get a noise complaint.
The rooster would.
Maybe, maybe not.
We'll see.
So we may or may not be getting a rooster is all I'm saying.
We'll see.
You were sleeping. Should have taken a nap, Buttercup. Wouldn't have seen it, Buttercup.
Mm-hmm. These look, I don't know, not very crispy. They look crispy, but they're...
You know what would be crispy? An authentic corn tortilla.
Probably. It probably also doesn't help that the texture of these are a little off, too, because it's the carb balance.
But you know what? The one that I ate tasted really good, and I'm all for it, and I greatly appreciate you taking the time and all this effort, because that's not easy, to try a meal that I've never had from a frickin' video on Facebook. Thank you. Anything else?
No, but I hear Maggie doing something.
Oh, she's gotta go check on the Maginator. Y'all. Like, for real. I don't know if we're turning into, like, a Food Network garden channel or what, but, like...
No, that was Cat. Maggie, I forgot, is in her bed.
This is legit, guys. This is not the only reason I married her, but, like, this is a huge part.
But it helps.
Yes. Because I used to eat out of the freezer, and now I get home-cooked... That looks like
Things.
slop.
Yeah, it looks like dog food.
But it tastes good. It's not dog food. I don't think she's feeding me dog food.
I think the dogs would appreciate it.
It's gonna be so good. But yeah, that's my wife, the chef.
Hi. We're trying.
Don't hate.
Not one of my best.
Because y'all don't eat like this. Mmm. What's up? So one thing I need to mention, I don't know why my videos are starting to turn weird when I post them, because I always do the landscape version, not the portrait. This is a new phone. I was experimenting with it last night, turning it both ways when I'm filming, and on my phone they always come out fine. So I don't know what's going on there. If anybody knows how to fix that, please let me know, because it's really annoying when I create the video, post the video, and then watch it back. Also, look how filthy I am. Why am I that dirty before 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Well, I'ma tell ya, okay? Remember all of those peppers that I had up front? The bell peppers that needed to plant? They're all in the ground. There were 50 total. And then I had got, last week, a bunch of canna lilies from someone. And I don't remember the exact number. I want to say it was 44. All of those are on the ground. And then I planted 15 of something else that I'm not telling Jen, because when they grow, she's going to lose her freaking mind. Ha, ha. So in total, before 1 o'clock, I have planted 109 plants. Holy shit. So I had my injection on Friday, and like I said, I felt it like go down in the places that were causing the most pain, and I've never experienced that before. Sorry, my arm's getting tired. Been doing a lot, and I think it's helped. So in terms of the hip pain, it has probably taken away 75 to 80% of that. In terms of the low back pain, the bilateral low back pain, if you're not medical, that means both sides. I think it's reduced it a little bit, but not anything significant. I feel like I'm able to do a lot more, and I mean, I got out here yesterday and I cleared off my little mound, and I'm gonna go back there and show you all the things. And I told Jen, I was like, I haven't been able to do that much without like almost collapsing since before my injury. And I was hella impressed. And then this morning, obviously, I got up and got busy because I have all those plants in the ground. Because it's not supposed to rain today, but it really looks like it's going to come in at any time. Yeah. So I'm glad I got those in the ground. I'm going to get up. Oh, baby. Oh. And show you what I've done. I do have plants in another location. But here we go. So Maggie loves this mound, and I took the pallets that I had and I created a temporary fence. We were short a pallet, so we used the tic-tac-toe board and then those chairs stacked behind it. I'm not sure how efficient that's going to be to keep her out. I'm going to need to grab a couple more pallets. But this is the mound. I also don't have a gate, so I have to walk like behind the chicken coop, and I'm curious how long it's going to take her to figure out that's how she needs to access it. So that's the volunteer squash plant. And when Jen and I looked at it last night, we were like, wait a minute, that might be a zucchini plant, because they looked longer rather than like squash shaped. So we were going back and forth debating on that. But I looked at it today, and there's a big one in there, and it definitely looks more squash than zucchini. So y'all let us know in the comments which one you think it is. Is it squash? Is it zucchini? What is that plant? Because we did not plant it. It was a volunteer plant, and we're keeping it. So yeah, the debate is on. I'm going squash. She's going zucchini. The prize is nothing if you win. along this line here and next to the chickens, I planted a bunch of canna lilies. And then I just kind of did a border around the fence line, and I had to dig out a ton of briars and like the wisteria vine crap. And it was a pain in the ass, but I have in this mound 50 pepper plants. And so when you walk on it, it kind of gives way. So I'm trying to figure out how I can like compact that down a little bit. And I hate that I've got my peppers in the ground so late because they're little. I didn't have them in a big container where they were able to grow up a lot because I had limited space. But I gave a few away. It was battle of the fittest, I think, in the containers, because in the beginning I had significantly more. I probably had like 50 peppers in each thing, and I had 3. So we have orange, red, and yellow. No green, because when you get the peppers, the green seeds don't produce well, which kind of sucks because like I think we eat more green and red than anything else. And of course, I had more yellow than the red or the orange, but whatever. It is what it is. But anyways, what happened was we were making fajitas one night, and I told Jen, I said, I want those pepper seeds. And so, I'm going to let you, as I'm resting here. So I took each pepper seed, and I pulled them out, and I put them in a little damp paper towel in a bag, let them sprout, and put them all in one little container in some soil. And this is what I created. 100% for free. I did not buy these seeds. Jen did buy the actual pepper. But unfortunately, you can't do that with the green ones. It's stupid. I don't like it. But whatever. We have more pepper plants than I knew what to do with. And we're probably, maybe if all these grow, gonna have way more peppers than I know what to do with. So if anybody needs peppers in a couple months or something, you know, hit us up. We can work something out. And I've been spending some time with little girlies today. They've been hanging out with me while I've been trying to do all the things, and they've been very curious of what I've been doing. And yeah, I gave them a bunch of grass yesterday. I don't know if you can see it. And they were super stoked to stick through it. And I gave them a lot. And I know that for a fact now because there's still some left. She's eating a piece. I have got to get this coop situated and in there, because every time I come out now, I look around and I'm like, do I have an egg? Do I have an egg? Because they're about at that age to start laying me eggs. So your girl's got to get her ass in gear and get that figured out and set up for them, because I want some eggs. I mean, I need to make Jen an egg bake from the eggs from our backyard. Hopefully they're good. Are y'all gonna lay good tasting eggs? Because if you don't, I hope you're good tasting chicken sandwiches. Or chicken nuggets. What you think? If I feed you some red pepper flakes and some jalapenos, will you be spicy? Will you be spicy chicken? Because that's my favorite. Oh, no. She didn't like that. So that's Dolly Parton. That's my favorite chicken. Yeah. They're just straight chilling. Y'all, they are about to lay some damn eggs. They don't normally lay down like that. I'm about to have eggs. And I don't have a coop in here. Oh, boy. Alright, I gotta get in there and clean out their water things. They like throwing mulch in it, and I try my hardest to keep their water clean. That rain barrel was a genius idea. I thought, let me come around this side. I thought I built my stand strong enough, but I did not. Like, she is collapsing, y'all. That is no bueno. But that's 60 gallons. And Jen's up. Here come my puppies. My puppers! Yeah, and it's collapsing and way too much water for the chickens, so I'm trying to figure out how, without completely draining it, I can kind of tap into it and maybe add a second barrel or run something that will water these guys, but I don't think I'll be able to water the mound with it because elevation, I'd have to end up buying a pump. But I'm wondering if I can tap the other side and like run something for the flowers. But getting a bulkhead on there when you drill that is going to be next to impossible unless I drain it. And I just don't want to do that, because what if we go through a dry spell? But any hoozles, this is where we're at for now. I am hella impressed with myself. And I can't wait to see how all of this grows and turns out. And hopefully you guys are invested in my shenanigans, because I've got some more crazy stuff coming up. And I still have one thing that I'm keeping secret. But yeah, this is where we're at. Today we're having a bent day, and it feels good. Yesterday was a bent day, since Friday, honestly. And I don't know how long it's gonna last. I'm remaining optimistic but hopeful. You know, like I don't know. I want my back fixed. And honestly, if this injection stays this way, and then we can figure out with the back pain, I'm going to be very happy, but also extremely pissed, because that means that my workers' comp doctor should have done better, and I wouldn't have had to lose my job. But anyways, I digress. Oh, my Maggie's here now. Hi, baby. Hi. Oh, thank you for the kisses. Thank you. Hi, baby. Hi, he's on camera. You got something to say? You want to talk to the people? I love this dog, y'all. I love her so much. She's a pain in the ass sometimes, but I fucking love this dog. And there's my darling May. And my Rangy. And Jen hiding by the door. Alright. Okay, she's pooping. Alright, that's all. Have a good day.